Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 for a Sunday. It's going to be Cure and Serral coming at it on Incorporeal, the latter edition from the Esports World Cup. Top left is going to be Cure, bottom right going to be Serral. Hey, look, it's an extractor trick. Wow, it's going to be a 15 hatch, maybe. It's going to be a 16 hatch, maybe. We will see which Serral decides to do here. I'm not quite certain what the difference is other than a little bit of a later hatch with a 16 hatch, right? It's earlier than a 16 hatch without an extractor trick, but other than that, I don't know, dude. So it's going to be a 15 hatch here on Incorporeal against Cure. Check in for bunkers, and there we go. Hatch first in it. We got a barracks coming up inside the main base for Cure. We've got gas coming up. It's going to be another macro TVZ from these two players, man. Yo, I cast on another incredible game between these two players for a Patreon game last week. If you're a patron of mine at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin, you have seen it. And if not, I guess you'll have to wait a month to see it. So, check me out at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. Good place to support the channel on a monthly basis. Patreon just takes like less than 1% of your donation every month, and most of it goes to me. So if you like the idea of that, check it out. All right, man. So it's going to be a Reaper expand timing. Very important distinction here. Not a Marine expand timing, because that would require no gas or very little gas. And there's the expansion. SCV scouting out, just making sure it's not a pool first play. Pool first from Serral is very rare, but not impossibly rare. So that's why we scout, man. God, so good. All right, what's the play going to be? SCV checking to see a third base. This drone here, maybe thinking about going for a third base. Going to go take a right while the drone goes left. Oh, that sucks. Overlord saw what was happening there. Wait, hold on a second. He's juking. He's juking. He's like, hey, go away. Like, forget that I'm actually trying to expand here real quick, would ya? And Cure's like, no. So actually it has to come in, and this does delay the third base. Reaper comes in to delay and deny the third base too. Dude, Cure, this could not be going better for him right now. What an incredible opening. Delaying the third base against Serral? That's about as good as you can hope for in a TVZ. So drone versus SCV, and Reaper comes back in to turn the tide of that balance. Dude, this is insane. What's Serral doing with his money? He's getting overlords, he's getting queens, he's getting more queens. These queens walking over to clear out the third base location. Oh, extractor trick, and then making another extractor here. Kitty 8 charge, knocking the queens back. Watch this. And no Kitty 8 charge available? Huh. Alright, could have sworn there would be a Kitty 8 charge there, but no. We've got slow links moving up the right side of the map. No metabolic boost. Metabolic boost on the way. We've got a third base coming up inside the main base here for Cure. We've got a starport on the way. And we've got a Roach Warren. Man, Roach Warrens are so standard for Zergs in TVZ and ZVP, man. Just safe, secure. You can be attacked with them. We've got a Banshee on the way here. Banshees are a good hard counter to Roaches. And these slowlings show up and maybe get, hey, one drone kill, one SCV kill, one worker kill. And that's about it. So scouting, seeing the expansion here. Did we see the starport? No, we did not. Just seeing a reactored factory, which again is standard and no big surprise. Cloak on the way for the Banshees here from Cure. Okay, so third base again late. Popping at 4 minutes and 19 seconds. I think Cure's ahead in this game. Oh, nice hard wall there with the evolution chamber. And hey, look. No drones here for you to barbecue, says Serral. Get out of here. And then the drones say, haha, we are disguising ourselves as extractors. Get bent, man. You can tell I grew up in the 90s, can't you? So we've got barracks and another barracks here with a tech lab on it that is not doing anything. Cloaked Banshees on the way here. We've got Roaches on the way. Checking the saturation of the third base. And hey, look, it's the saturation for the third base. You missed it. You just missed it, Cure. Third base landing on location here for Cure. We've got ourselves an engineering bay. Yep, double engineering bay. We've got ourselves a Banshee killing drones. And cloaking? Oh, cloaking. Oh, cloaks 4 seconds away, and then the Banshee dies. He was 1 day away. She was 1 day away from retirement. Oh, no. Okay, so, yeah, I guess Banshees are a good counter to Roaches unless they're dead. Another Banshee here. Production tab says, are we going to get a friend for you, Ms. Banshee? No? Okay, so I guess I'm on my own here. Overseer says, hey, look, it's a third base. Creep spreading. Fourth base here, maybe? Maybe indeed. One, two, three, 4 bases. Fourth base, bottom left corner. Infestation pit on the way. We've got ourselves creep spread. Everything is A-OK and standard here. A little bit earlier tank here from Cure. Interesting stuff. Overseer scouts, sees everything, the multiple racks, one factory with a tech lab here, and reactor barracks. So he knows it's going to be some kind of a marine tank push here at 7 minutes or 8 minutes. Lair being upgraded to high. We saw the infestation pit, so that's no big surprise here at 7 minutes and 9 seconds. And let's see what the big push will be here from Cure in this TVZ. There are... it's a drop. A drop in the main here. And the Roaches do have speed. And +1, yeah, and +1 armor. So forcing Cure to pick up and take off because, yeah, that's too much armor for these guns to get through before we all get blistered by acid and killed. I'm reading a Warhammer book right now where we've got Space Marines and, you know, like Krieg armies fighting against Tyranids. And, yep, Zerg right there, right? Fourth base on location. The front of the, not on location here, the front of the natural here. Got finally metabolic boost here from Serral's. How many lings does he have? He has exactly 42 Zerglings. Now with speed. Banelings on the way. Centrifugal hooks already being researched. We've got ourselves a 5th base here from Serral. He's not taken very much damage here. Just 4 lings, 5 drones, a queen, an overseer, and an overlord. Kind of a nice little setup there for him. Resources lost, 890 to 720, which is A-OK. Cure has lost a Banshee, 3 Hellions, 2 Marines, and a single SCV. So here comes the push, right? We're going to meet up with the rest of this group. Yep, going to meet up together here. Hellbats, Siege Tanks, Marines. Killing a Banshee with Corrosive Bile. That is an achievement there for Serral. But hey, here's the push. Hellbats. We've got Marines. What is the counter to this? Banelings with speed. Pre-splitting here is Cure. Blinding Cloud on the tanks with these Vipers, man. And this push is held so hard. Yo, Cure. Okay, that hurts, man. That really hurts. You set up for what you hoped would be an excellent push that does a lot of damage to Serral. And getting it smashed so decisively, dude. 96 army supply versus 85 in favor of Serral right now. We've got Banelings, we've got Lings, Centrifugal Hooks already done. Adrenal Glands finishing up here at 9 minutes. Serral knows. He knows how to finish a Terran player here. Adrenal is the key. Roach, Ravager, bam, splitting off one Zergling. A Roach takes a hit, does not die because of the excellent HP it has against those kinds of hits here. We've got a Ling, Baneling, Cracklings, and Banelings. Oh no. Undefended base getting taken down by Cracklings and Banelings here. We've got ourselves Blinding Cloud on the ramp again. But hey, this time it's going to be Marines and Marauders, which again are super shifty at getting out of Blinding Cloud positions. And hey, look, it's going to be a bam, a Ling Baneling run by into the natural base. How quaint indeed. Fairly easily held there. Aw, Fungal followed up here by Zerglings. We've got another attack on the right side here from Cure. Taking Baneling shots. Again, Marauders in the front. Nice Blinding Cloud there. Picking an Overseer out of the sky. Forcing an evacuation here for these drones. Another Blinding Cloud goes down, and the hatch goes down as well. Okay, and then boosting into the main base. There's a Spore here, but not enough before killing one medevac, but not killing all of them. And look, nothing but Lings. I know they are Cracklings, but they can't get a full surround here. We've got Roaches and Ravagers on the follow-up. Serral replanting his 5th base and then getting it canceled here. Maybe a little bit too overeager. Cure down the left side here, killing creep tumors. Army value 95 to 78. The script has flipped everybody. Cure is now ahead on army value. Just catching up here with Hydralisks. Here is Serral, and this hatch is dead, man. This Hydra is dead. Hatch down into the main base as well. Here are these Marines and these Marauders. What is going on? Holy Haralabob. This is insane stuff. Hive down? Hydras try to protect it, but yes, Hive down. 13 drones dead. These guys are all dead, but they took down a Hive. 69 to 76. Banelings being absorbed again by these Marauders. And yeah, this is a 3-basing Cure to a 3-basing Serral right now. Income tab in favor of Cure at this moment. I know it's mules sometimes, but I don't see any mules right now. So 75 to 63 workers in favor of Cure. This, how do you defeat Serral? Destroy his hatcheries. He's got 2 hatcheries down and a Hive down and another cancel to boot. Maybe 2 cancels to boot. Creep spread. Excellent job connecting the bases, but not doing very good pushing across the map here. These Cracklings have 2 attack and 3 armor. They are almost full Cracklings, man. And taking down an SCV, even though it's being healed by a medevac, that has how you know they are Cracklings. We got ourselves a 4th base being morphed into a planetary fortress. Again, on the same spot here. We have 3-3 finishing up for these Marines and these Marauders. Even army supply. And yeah, no Lurkers, no Banelings, just pure Hydra. Ravager and maybe an Infestor here. What is the splash damage? I think we need some Banelings here, Serral. How many Banelings do we have? 0 Banelings. Just mass Hydralisk and Viper. What an interesting attempt here to counter. I guess mass Hydra versus Marauder is a good idea, but man, these Marines, yo, they are so high-powered, especially once that +3 finishes up here. Cure has not seen this burrowed Ling along the left side, but the Ling did see them and send a message to say, hey, we need to defend. We need to defend. Fusion Core. We've got Lurkers on the way. We have another Hive on the way here. Nice. Fungal. Corrosive Bile. Ugh. Not connecting on much there. 3 drones being killed. Retreating with a little bit of an army here. The bulk of the army is on the right side, and the bulk of Serral's army is also on the right side defending. So it's 4 base to now a 5 base. Yep, fully saturating the 5th base. Down here on the left side is Serral. What an insane TVZ that says both players are playing super hard because you know what it is, Esports World Cup. Burrowed Infestor saying, when's it going to be time? When's it going to be time to spring a surprise Fungal here? Marching down the left side very, very casually, very importantly. And yeah, look, no Banelings. But yeah, the Hydralisks are doing an excellent job here. They do have lunge. But I guess they're saving it there, not to pursue the medevacs for something else more important here. We've got +2 missile attack on the way for Serral versus +3 attack for these Marines and Marauders. Cure. All right, so fun. I guess we have some lurkers here. So lurkers, no banelings is the plan. Excellent fungal, man. Absolutely fantastic fungal. Parasitic bomb, a chain fungal. And fungal does not kill them. Because again, a little bit less damage than it used to be after a patch that came out a couple of years ago. Zergs remember it fondly. One crackling, attacking a morphing in planetary fortress and getting a kill. No, not getting an SCV kill here. We've got a Nidus network on the way. Nidus again and lurkers, an excellent potent combination in a TVZ from the Zerg perspective. Still, we've got a burrowed Ling. No burrowed Ling. Serral says, hey, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6th base here at the 3 o'clock position. Well defended. We've got Lurker. We've got Liberators as a nice counter to these Liberators. Okay, to these Lurkers, man. Liberators as a counter to Liberators. I guess maybe that's sort of true. I don't know, man. And Cure, man, 122 army supply standing in. Nice fungal, nice parasitic bomb. The green is not banelings here today, but parasitic bomb and fungal from spellcasters. My goodness, 3 kills for this Liberator. Widowmine has a kill. And it gets picked out of the ground. 103 to 101 army supply. Again, super even army supply here. Checking to make sure there's not a base on the way here at the upper third. Okay, fair enough. We've got Medivacs. We've got double Liberator. We've got a +3 missile attack here on the way. So it's now +2 for these Lurkers and for these Hydralisks. Both players maxed out. Nobody has much of a big bank. Serral, it's just like an even income right now, which is not good for our guy Serral. He needs more income because of the resources lost. We got 24,000 to 19,000 here from our guy Serral. He's losing that. We can lose that and win the game as long as he makes more resources than our guy Cure does. Blinding Cloud on the way again, stimming forward, taking out these Lurkers one at a time. Okay, we took losses, but not that many losses. We got ourselves a Nidus Worm with nothing in it inside Cure's main base. Hurry, huge response. So many Liberators. Okay, we dodged a bullet there, that's for sure. This Liberator has 9 kills, taken out by +2 Hydralisks. Hydra and Infestor taken out, and oh, good, a sensor tower. We've also got a Liberator setting up. We've got a nice fungal there, but still chasing it away. Ling's getting 8, helping to get 8 SCVs kill. Both players, 68 workers exactly. That's insane. And then, hey, look, a Lurker blocking. Your landing sequence has been interrupted. Oh, no, says Cure. What's there? Is it going to be a Ling? No, it's going to be a mean old Lurker is what it's going to be. Is he? Oh, no, it's an Infestor. An Infestor's down there. Okay. So, oh my gosh, leaving the Infestor alive. There we go. So, Nidus again coming up inside the main base, but this time, Cure is gosh darn near ready for it, man. And kills the Nidus. Top right, 1 Lurker behind a mineral line of a planetary fortress base. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Another Nidus on the left side. Hoping to get through this and then back around into the... maybe there's space for a Lurker there, but yo, again, another attack. Lunging up to kill these Liberators are these Hydralisks, man. This is an absolutely insane TVZ. Lurkers, yes. Forcing all mining to stop. There are only 2 mineral patches, but that's a-okay. This Lurker forcing SCVs to abandon mining there. Liberator finally taking it out. Liberator again here, taking out 0 Lurkers. We've got a Nidus Worm Eruption again here, right inside a Defender Circle. And another Nidus here, but Cure is on top of it again here in his main base. And says, let's kill it before it even gets started. Let's get it started in here. Is that the original lyrics of that song? I don't think so. Planetary Fortress down, so. And then evacuating through the Nidus? No? Abducting Liberators 1, 2, and 3. Parasitic Bomb follow-up. And then killing them with Hydralisks. 106 to 89 army supply here from Serral. And Nidus again on the left side. We've got Burrowed Infestors ready to toss down a Fungal at a moment's notice here. Income advantage here from Serral. Alright, so double Nidus being killed here. And this Planetary, so many Lurkers. The Planetary is dead, as well as a couple Lurkers. One Lurker dies in exchange for a Planetary. Excellent trade there. Serral saying, alright, let's go ahead and... Is this a non-gas base here in Incorporeal. Fungal, Parasitic Bomb on the right side. Again, Serral shoving away Cure. He's up 184 to 151 supply. Up in army value, and man, Cure's income is pretty weak right now, isn't it? So, got a Liberator parked over a Spore. He's got 3 kills, or she's got 3 kills. Nidus, oh my gosh, evacuating SCVs. Split them up, man. Split them up, but still 6 SCVs down. We've got 4 drones down on the other side because of that Liberator. Unburrow and retreat. No kills. This Liberator burrowing just outside the circle. What a cheeky Lurker. And he's oh my gosh, undetected. There we go. Finally scanning for 1 Lurker. Nidus finally getting up inside the main base of Cure. Serral says, Lurkers, Lurkers, go. We got this, man. We are ready to rock. We are ready to shut this thing down. Nidus defensively, I guess. And there we go. No Lurkers down again. How many Lurkers have been killed here? Nice Fungal again. 13 Lurkers have died, so a lot of Lurkers have died here. But again, just making more and more Lurkers to replace them. We've got Liberator 1, 2, and 3 being sniped down by these +3 Hydralisks with such high DPS. And again, maybe another Fungal here. Just, man. Yep, can't defend. Can't defend this top right-hand corner, can ya? These guys are like, no. Oh no, being sniped and destroyed by Lurkers. This is looking bad. This Nidus Worm is not dead for some reason. Dude. Yeah, there we go. It's like unfinished business. Orbital Command, dead. Range from those Hydras. Holy smoke, that was quite a distance there. And yeah, it's 199 to 103 supply. Somehow Cure has lost every engagement over the last 2 or 3 minutes. And bam, Serral gets the win in 23 minutes and 31 seconds. Absolutely insane showing. Like, what a great display. That was what we're talking about here. That was an absolutely just like ridiculous showing there. I mean, what a great play from our guy, Serral, getting the win on a Sunday, man. He ended up losing a few hatcheries, 3 hatcheries and a hive. But 2 of those hatcheries and a hive came in the first 10 minutes. And since then, he's really did a good job keeping his stuff alive there. Not losing too many drones. He lost some, to be fair. To be fair, he did lose some, absolutely, but not the end of the world at all. Yeah, resources lost, 38,000 to 42,000. Cure lost more, which means this income tab is even worse for Cure, unfortunately. Yeah, Cure just couldn't keep up in economy, couldn't keep up in trades, and when that happens, you pretty much just fall over dead. Plus, you got to watch out for Niduses constantly inside your main base. You got to watch out for Niduses over here and over here and over here. There are Niduses just constantly popping with this Lurker style. If you're not on top of it, it can really snowball and cause you major problems at the end. How many Niduses exist on the map at this time? 5 Nidus Worms and a Nidus Network. That's so crazy from Serral. So yeah, resources lost. Obviously looking bad if you're a Cure fan. Income at the end, not good either. Units at the end also bad. So yeah, Serral gets the win. Cure's been able to, take a map or 2 here off of Serral. This was not one of them today for a Sunday, but great opening from Cure. But then Serral just does what Serral does, is he wins individual engagements here and there, and then picks a little bit there and kills some SCVs here, and expands there, just kind of the Noose Titans, and then suddenly Cure is out of it. So GG, man. That's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about, is a good win from Serral for your Sunday, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.